Module 2, Technologies and Tools, Set-3. SSL decryptors. Secure Sockets Layer, SSL, is a networking protocol designed for securing connections between web clients and web servers over an insecure network, such as the Internet. Media Gateway. A media gateway is a translation device or service that converts media streams between disparate telecommunications technologies such as POTS, SS7, next-generation networks, 2G, 2.5G and 3G radio access networks, or private branch exchange, PBX, systems. Hardware Security Module. A hardware security module, HSM, is a physical computing device that safeguards and manages digital keys, performs encryption and decryption functions for digital signatures, strong authentication and other cryptographic functions. A hardware security module contains one or more secure cryptoprocessor chips. Protocol Analyzer. A protocol analyzer is a tool, hardware or software, used to capture and analyze signals and data traffic over a communication channel. Such a channel varies from a local computer bus to a satellite link, that provides a means of communication using a standard communication protocol, networked or point-to-point. Big Data Analytics. Big data is a field that treats ways to analyze, systematically extract information from, or otherwise deal with data sets that are too large or complex to be dealt with by traditional data processing application software. Big data was originally associated with three key concepts: volume, variety, and velocity. Network Scanners. A network enumerator or network scanner is a computer program used to retrieve usernames and info on groups, shares, and services of networked computers. This type of program scans networks for vulnerabilities in the security of that network. Network Mapping. Network mapping is the study of the physical connectivity of networks, e.g. the Internet. Network mapping discovers the devices on the network and their connectivity. The field of automated network mapping has taken on greater importance as networks become more dynamic and complex in nature. Password Cracker. In cryptanalysis and computer security, password cracking is the process of recovering passwords from data that has been stored in or transmitted by a computer system in scrambled form. Vulnerability Scanner. A vulnerability scanner is a computer program designed to assess computers, networks, or applications for known weaknesses. In plain words, these scanners are used to discover the weaknesses of a given system. Modern vulnerability scanners allow for both authenticated and unauthenticated scans. Steganography Tools. Steganography is the practice of concealing a message within another message or a physical object. In computing/electronic contexts, a computer file, message, image, or video is concealed within another file, message, image, or video. Honeypot. In computer terminology, a honeypot is a computer security mechanism set to detect, deflect, or, in some manner, counteract attempts at unauthorized use of information systems. Backup Utilities. Backup software are computer programs used to perform a backup. They create supplementary exact copies of files, databases, or entire computers. These programs may later use the supplementary copies to restore the original contents in the event of data loss. Banner grabbing. Banner grabbing is a technique used to gain information about a computer system on a network and the services running on its open ports. Administrators can use this to take inventory of the systems and services on their network. Passive versus active. Active components rely on a source of energy, usually from the DC circuit, which we have chosen to ignore, and usually can inject power into a circuit, though this is not part of the definition. Passive components include two-terminal components such as resistors, capacitors, inductors, and transformers. Passive. A passive attack attempts to learn or make use of information from the system but does not affect system resources, so it compromises confidentiality. Command line tools. A command line interface, CLI, processes commands to a computer program in the form of lines of text. The program which handles the interface is called a command line interpreter or command line processor. Today, many users rely upon graphical user interfaces and menu-driven interactions. Ping. Ping is a network administration utility used to test the reachability of a host on an Internet Protocol, IP, network and to measure the round-trip time for messages sent from the originating host to a destination computer. Netstat, network statistics. In computing, netstat, network statistics, is a command line network utility that displays network connections for transmission control protocol, both incoming and outgoing, routing tables, and a number of network interface controller or software-defined network interface, and network protocol. Netstat B. Networking, or RStat, a Unix command to give statistics about the network including socket status, interfaces that have been auto-configured, memory statistics, routing tables. Netstat N. Netstat displays network connections, both incoming and outgoing, routing tables, and a number of network interface and network protocol statistics. It is used for finding problems in the network and to determine the amount of traffic on the network as a performance measurement. ANSLOOKUP. ANSLOOKUP is a network administration command line tool available for many computer operating systems. It is used for querying the domain name system, DNS, to obtain domain name or IP address mapping information wiki. ARP, Address Resolution Protocol. The Address Resolution Protocol, ARP, is a protocol used by the Internet Protocol, IP, specifically IPv4, to map IP network addresses to the hardware addresses used by a data link protocol. IP Protocol Configuration /IP/ifconfig. IP Protocol Configuration, standing for Internet Protocol Configuration, is a console application program of some computer operating systems that displays all current TCP/IP network configuration values and refreshes Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP, and Domain Name System, DNS, settings. IP Protocol Configuration. IP Protocol Configuration, standing for Internet Protocol Configuration, is a console application program of some computer operating systems that displays all current TCP/IP network configuration values and refreshes Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP, and Domain Name System, DNS, settings. IP. An Internet Protocol address, IP address, is a numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. An IP address serves two main functions: host or network interface identification and location addressing. ifconfig. ifconfig, short for interface config, is a system administration utility in Unix-like operating systems for network interface configuration. It has features for configuring, controlling, and querying TCP/IP network interface parameters. Dump. Dump is a data network packet analyzer computer program that runs under a command line interface. It allows the user to display TCP/IP and other packets being transmitted or received over a network to which the computer is attached. In those systems, Dump uses the libcap library to capture packets. Map. Map, Network Mapper, is a free and open-source network scanner created by Gordon Leon, also known by his pseudonym Fyodor Vaskovich. Map is used to discover hosts and services on a computer network by sending packets and analyzing the responses. Netcat. Netcat, often abbreviated to NC, is a computer networking utility for reading from and writing to network connections using TCP or UDP. The command is designed to be a dependable backend that can be used directly or easily driven by other programs and scripts. Data exfiltration. Data exfiltration occurs when malware and or a malicious actor carries out an unauthorized data transfer from a computer. It is also commonly called data extrusion or data exportation. Data exfiltration is also considered a form of data theft. Firewall. In computing, a firewall is a network security system that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. A firewall typically establishes a barrier between a trusted network and an untrusted network, such as the Internet. Access points. In computer networking, a wireless access point, WAP, or more generally just access point, AP, is a networking hardware device that allows other Wi-Fi devices to connect to a wired network. An AP is differentiated from a hotspot, which is a physical location where Wi-Fi access is available. Insider threat. An insider threat is a malicious threat to an organization that comes from people within the organization, such as employees, former employees, contractors, or business associates, who have inside information concerning the organization's security practices, data, and computer systems. Social engineering. Social engineering, security, obtaining confidential information by manipulating and or deceiving people, and artificial intelligence. Social media. Social media is computer-based technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, and information through the building of virtual networks and communities. Users engage with social media via computer, tablet, or smartphone via web-based software or web application, often utilizing it for messaging.